Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film, AMX ELC BIS with Friend of Fun from the European server. We are in Sand River standard mode from the east spawn. We have 2 scouts on the enemy team and 3 on his. 3 artillery on the enemy team and 4 on his. And not very many TDs in this battle. Matter of fact, the only TD is a Hellcat on the enemy team. His team has none. The rest of it's all heavies and only 2 mediums, so a ton of heavies. On the other team, they have a better split between heavies and mediums. Other team's going to be more mobile. And this is a map where mobility can make a difference, so they're going to have to overcome that. He's going to make a quick pass up onto the center ridge and see if a lot of times you can come up here and catch the people right over here coming out of spawn, get a shot on them or spot for your team, and then end up backing out if you have to. The 28 went down in the ditch, so he's feeling safe coming up here the way he is. Because normally head-to-head, the 2801 has better view range than he does. But he knows the guy moved into a position where he won't be able to see him for a while. So he's patiently waiting. I think he's sitting here waiting to see if the 2801 moves back up onto this little position down here he's looking at. And he gets tired of waiting and moves on to the north. Excellent shot coming up. Dead shot. Bang, kill. It's nice when they back into your line of fire and just stop where you get to shoot at the top of their tank. That's like kill to go. So he took a look over to the right to make sure he wasn't going to get seen by them. There is a guy back on the hill behind him that could if he fires. And he realizes that and chooses to move. In and pops the low, and now he just stays at This is going to be funny. Let's see if this low is any good at all. Because he's kind of hurting right now. He can't get his gun low enough to fire at the ALC AMX. And unless the low gets help, he's going to die. And Friend of Fun doesn't get the kill, but that was pretty cool. The low really doesn't have a whole lot of choices. All he can do is if he traverses and try to push the ELC, he can hopefully keep it from moving. But he was dead either way. There was all kinds of other tanks coming in to take him out, even if Friend of Fun couldn't get another shot. Normally, if you're able, you just back up against a building and kind of slide off of the guy. But he didn't try that with the hill. And it wouldn't have mattered because so many allied tanks were coming in to help friend of fun take him out. So now he's playing Ring Around the Rosie with the medium. Circling in an ELC is so different from circling in most scouts because you do not have the turret mobility that you should have, or that you're used to having, I should say. So you have to circle, and then just when you get loaded, you back up a second, twist toward them, twist toward the target, fire, and immediately get back close to them and circle again. It's a lot more difficult than doing it in a normal scout. But at the same time, most normal scouts can't just sit right up next to a low or a Loa and have it not fire at them because their tanks are tall enough they'll get hit. So there's trade-offs. And now he just gets to snipe to his heart's content because at 400 meters away, these guys are not going to see him. Come on back up. Here you go. Oops, I threw it high. Nice, the Indian Panzer said, hey, that guy's getting shot there. I think I'll go get shot too and park right beside him. So just 4 tanks left, but it's 4 against 4. Fight's very much up for grabs. I might add, this film is the start of an AMX ELC mini marathon, because counting this one, the next 3 films are going to be the Roach. And all 3 of them are scores that beat the scores that are in the hall now, with the 3rd one going to be the highest of the bunch. So this battle is going to move very briefly into first place. I'm just going to record it a second because there's already been another battle that is submitted that beats it. The 416's moved on to cap. He's letting the heavy go in and figure out where he's at. And this is something a lot of people won't do. They'll tell the scout, go figure out where the guy's at so we can snipe him. It's like, why not send somebody in that has the hit points to survive a shot? And let your scout with a big gun snipe from the back, instead of having the scout go in and getting blown up and then you try to finish the guy off. Like, play smart. Sometimes the best person to go scout isn't the scout. It's somebody with enough hit points to survive a big boom. And speaking of big booms, I think there's going to be a little pint-sized French boom coming up here in a second, and another kill. Here we go. Boom. Just the arty to go. Lori's swinging around to face him. Who gets to reload first? Friend of Fun. He's up to 5 kills. If he gets the last arty, he gets a top gun and gets to win the game. So he's thinking he's over here in the southwest corner. It's a race with the FCM to get there and get the kill. The arty's had a good game, so you're going to have to be careful approaching him. There he is. He's like, well, I'm not coming in straight on at him. That's not fun. But now I have to... What to do? That's it. Back up. Let him come to you. Perfect. Shoot him. Get out of the range. Get close.
Ready to fire.
I think the arty tried to ram him and missed the ram, and now he's dead. So game over. Top gun. Friend of Fun ends up with 3,190 damage. 6 kills, 19 of 22 shooting, that's 86%. 589 spotting damage and 3 spots. He earned 43,518 credits. And XP wise, he garnered 2,737 and survived the fight. Got a top gun, fire for effect, and bruiser mini medals. So it gives him a battle score of 2,817. And when all these ELC missions that got submitted on the same day get posted, that will put this mission in 2nd place overall in the AMX. Yeah, I just combined those abbreviations. AMX ELC list. So congratulations to Friend of Fun, back in the Hall of Fame with his roach. And again, he did it pretty straightforward. The last couple films, there's been nothing fancy going on. He moved up here to this ridge. You get some quick spots on people leaving spawn. When you're up here, you have to be wary of the enemy moving through this way, because they can spot and shoot you from the backside. And if you're not paying attention to them, you'll start taking damage that you weren't even aware you were going to take. And you saw him checking that direction several times to make sure that he wasn't going to expose himself to fire from the north. So he got to shoot up here, run around a little bit. At the end, he just came in and got the last 3 kills. It was all very straightforward, simple stuff. He was not going out and actively, except from the beginning, where he was trying to get spots. After that, he was basically taking advantage of the TD qualities of his tank and sniping from relatively safe positions and just piling up damage, which is a great way to play the tank. It's kind of a scout TD hybrid. It will lose most spotting wars because its view range isn't as strong as its stablemates, but it has that awesome gun that puts out steady 200 to 250 points of damage, and so you want to set yourself up to employ that as often as possible, and you end up having really good battles. From Sand River, standard mode, East Spawn, happy hunting.